January 2026 is here, and most men are still waiting for a permission slip that will never arrive. You feel the pain in your chest because you know that you're capable of more, and yet you still spend every night scrolling, looking at other people's success. Purpose isn't something that you find under a rock, it's something that you forge by solving real problems for real people. Whether you're staring at a laptop screen or the back of a pickup truck, the goal is the same: break the cycle of being stuck. You don't need a massive inheritance or a genius IQ to hit your first 1K this month. You just need a specific method and the grit to execute it without making any excuses. Why are you still sitting in the sidelines? Every year you tell yourself that this is the one. This is the year that things change. But by the second week of January, you've already fallen back into the same rhythm of mediocrity. Why? Because you're looking for a magic pill instead of a method. You're looking for inspiration when you should be looking for a problem to solve. The truth is, the world doesn't care about your potential. It only cares about the value that you provide. If you want to see $1,000 hit your bank account by the end of this month, you have to stop being a consumer and start being a producer. Think about the man who came before you. They didn't have the internet to hand feed them opportunities. They had to go out and physically build things. Today, you have the world at your fingertips, and yet you use it to distract yourself. You have to realize that $1,000 is just a number. It represents the first step towards freedom. It is the proof that you are no longer a slave to a single paycheck. It is the evidence that you can spot an opportunity and move it faster than the next guy. How do you start a business without a single skill? Most people think that they need to spend 6 months learning how to code or to edit videos before they can even make a dime. They're wrong. You can start today by becoming the middleman. This is the agency method. You aren't the one doing the labor, you're the one organizing the talent. Look at the social media landscape. Every business owner, every influencer, and every coach is desperate for content. They need short form videos, TikTok, Reels, and Shorts, but they don't have the time to edit them. You don't need to know how to use Premiere Pro. You just need to know how to find the people who do. Go to Upwork and look at the marketing and social media category. This is a hot industry because the demand is higher than the supply of professional managers. You are going to position yourself as the bridge. You aren't just an editor, you're a content partner. This subtle shift in how you present yourself is what allows you to charge more than the guy that's just looking for a quick gig. What is the reverse job post strategy? This is where you get specific. Instead of competing with the thousands of other freelancers, you're going to flip the script. You go to Upwork and post a job yourself. You're looking for a short form video editor. Within hours, you'll have 50 applications or so. Now you're the boss. And you're the one vetting the talent. You look for an editor who has style and a price that makes sense, maybe 15 to 20 bucks a video. Once you find that person, you take their portfolio and put it in your own Google Drive and package it up as a new service. And now you have successfully acquired a skill without spending a single hour on learning how to edit. You have a product and you have a price point. Now your only job is to sell it for 20 to 30% more. If you're paying $20 for each video that they edit, you charge $30. And if you sell 100 of those in a month, you'll make $1,000 profit. Now, these are just basic numbers. Obviously, video editors charge a lot more money, so just keep that in mind. How do you stand out in a sea of noise? If you just send a standard text proposal, you will fail. You have to show the client that you are a real person who cares about their business. This is why you must use a Loom video. For every job that you apply to, record a 60-second video of yourself, look into the lens, dress professionally, and have a clean background. Detail matters more than you think. In that video, tell them why you are the person to go for. Talk about your communication skills, your instant availability, and your willingness to brainstorm new styles. When a client sees your face and hears your voice, their trust level skyrockets. They stop looking at the price and start looking at the person. You become a premium option because you acted like a professional from the very first second. What if they prefer physical work over digital screens? Not every man wants to sit at a desk. For some, the path to 1,000 is found outdoors, in the heat, and in the dirt. There is a deep satisfaction in physical labor that many modern men are missing. Take the example of a city worker who felt stuck in his routine. He didn't have a tech degree, but he knew how to move things. He realized that people have junk they are willing to pay for somebody to remove. He didn't overthink it. He didn't wait for the perfect business plan. He just used his pickup truck and put his name out there on Facebook and Google. He started taking small jobs, $100 to pick up a couch, $300 to clean out a garage. It wasn't pretty, but it was profitable. Within a year, he reinvested all the profit that he made into a dump trailer. And now he's making well over $50,000 a year as a side hustle while still keeping his main job. This is the dumping method. It is simple, it is direct, and it is impossible to ignore if you actually do the work. Why is speed more important than perfection? In both the agency world and the physical service world, speed is the ultimate competitive advantage. For many clients, the person who replies first is the person who gets the job. If a business owner posts a job on Upwork at 2 p.m., they want it handled by 3 p.m. If a homeowner posts on Facebook that they need a pile of trash picked up, they want it picked up as soon as possible. If you are persistent enough every day and you move with urgency, you'll beat the people who have more talent but move slower. The early bird gets the worm. Perfectionism is just a fancy word for procrastination. You don't need a perfect website or the perfect truck. You just need to be the guy who says, I can do that right now, and actually show up. This is how you win. January of 2026, you out-hustle and out-respond everyone else. How do you overcome the fear of starting? The fear that you feel is just your brain trying to keep you safe in your comfort zone. But your comfort zone is where dreams go to die. You might worry that your English isn't perfect or that you can't talk on the phone well. Fine. Use text. Use recorded videos where you can start over again if you mess up. Use the tools available to play to your own strengths. The man who started a dumping service didn't have a marketing strategy. He just had a truck and the willingness to get dirty. The man that started an agency didn't need to be a filmmaker. He just needed to be an organized leader. Purpose is found in the struggle of building something from nothing. When you make your first 1,000, you aren't just richer. You are a different man. You are a man who knows how to provide. What will you choose, the screen or the street? You have two exact methods in front of you. Method 1 is the digital middleman. You use Upwork, you find an editor, you use Loom to sell, and you take a 30% cut. Method 2 is the local service provider. You use your truck, you use Facebook, you move trash, and you reinvest into equipment. Both work. Both have been proven by real people. The only thing that can stop you is your own indecision. Don't try to do both at once. Pick one that fits your current life. If you have a truck and like being outside, start the dumping service today. If you have a laptop and like the idea of a scalable agency, post that job offer on Upwork. January is 31 days long. If you can't find a way to make $33 a day using these methods, you aren't trying hard enough. True growth happens when you stop looking for a leader and start being one. Whether you are leading a freelancer, editor, or leading your own small business, you are taking responsibility. That is what being a man is all about. It's about taking the weight of the world on your shoulders and finding a way to carry it. The $1,000 you make this month is the foundation. By February, you could be at $2,000. By next year, you can be like the man who made $50,000 on the side. But none of that happens if you don't take the first step in January. The exact method isn't a secret code, it's just an execution. It is just showing up when everyone else is sleeping. It is just sending one more proposal when you're tired.